بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى يوم الدين. So inshallah today we will be listening to some of the surahs you memorized. So for Zahra we will begin from Surah At-Tariq. Is it okay if we begin with Surah At-Tariq?
Yeah.
Let's begin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والسماء والطارق وما أدراك ما الطارق النجم الثاقب إن كل نفس لما عليها حافظ فلينظر الإنسان مما خلق من ماء دافق يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب إنه على رجعه لقادر يوم تبلى السرائر فما له من قوة ولا ناصر والسماء ذات الرجع والأرض ذات الصدع إنه لقول فصل وما هو بالهزل إنهم يكيدون كيدا وأكيد كيدا فمهل الكافرين أمهلهم رويدا صدق الله العلي العظيم.
MashaAllah, taqabbalallah, Jazakillah. So the next one is Surah Al-Adiyat.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعاديات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا فالمغيرات صبحا فأثرن به نقعا فوسطن به جمعا إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير
صدق
صدق الله
الله.
العلي العظيم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم الشريف. MashaAllah. So the third surah is Surah Al-Takathur.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألهاكم التكاثر حتى زرتم المقابر كلا سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سوف تعلمون كلا لو تعلمون علم اليقين لترون الجحيم ثم لترونها عين اليقين ثم لتسألن يومئذ عن النعيم صدق الله العلي العظيم.
ما شاء الله، بارك الله فيك، تقبل الله. Next surah is Surah Al-Humazah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده كلا لينبذن في الحطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة.
أحسنت.
صدق الله العلي العظيم.
ما شاء الله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. ما شاء الله، تقبل الله. The fifth one is Ayatul Mulk in Surah Al Imran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ويل لكل همزة.
Ayatul Mulk.
أوبس. قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
ما شاء الله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. So next is Surah Al-Luqman. Surah Al-Luqman from ayat 1 till 10. To read from the text, right?
Um, I've got my book.
Whatever I am showing it on the screen, if you want to read it from the book, it's better because you'll be taking your book, not my screen,
Okay.
right?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم تلك آيات الكتاب الحكيم هدى هدى ورحمة للمحسنين الذين يقيمون الصلاة ويؤتون الزكاة وهم بالآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون ومن الناس من يشتري لهو الحديث ليضل عن سبيل الله بغير علم ويتخذ ويتخذها هزوا أولئك لهم عذاب مهين وإذا تتلى عليه آياتنا ولى مستكبرا كأن لم يسمعها كأن في أذنيه وقرا فبشره بعذاب أليم إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لهم جنات النعيم خالدين فيها وعد الله حقا وهو العزيز الحكيم خلق السماوات بغير عمد ترونها وألقى في الأرض رواسي أن تميد بكم وبث فيها من كل دابة وأنزلنا من السماء ماء فأنبتنا فيها من كل زوج كريم
صدق الله العلي
العظيم
MashaAllah. أحسنتي. تقبل الله. Will they allow you to read from a color-coded Quran?
I don't know. I'm reading from one that doesn't have in colors though.
Okay. So are they going to ask you any questions about the rules of Tajweed, like which rule is this or which rule is that?
I don't know.
So you should know it, because if they will ask about the rules, then you should prepare yourself beforehand about what rules have appeared in ayat 1 till 10, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you only a brief account, only the names of the rules, right? You can note them down if you want to, or I can send screenshots after the lesson.
I'll note them down.
You will note them down, and I'll also send you screenshots. Both ways, it would be easy. So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So, in the first ayat, which madda do we have here in both the letters? This is called maddu lazim. Maddu lazim. The rule of maddu lazim is it is for 6 counts. Stretch till 6 counts. Right?
Okay.
And uh, why do we call it maddu lazim? Where does maddu lazim appear? So maddu lazim appears if there is a mad followed by a shadda. Madda followed by a shadda. Then that is maddu lazim. So if the teacher asks you, why have you pressed the maddul lazim here? So you say that there is a harf of mad, there is a letter of mad followed by the shadda. So
Yeah.
when we say la, the word is la, lam with the uh, lam alif fatha, la, and then the spelling of lam alif mim, right? Lam. So the madda is here. And then after meme, there is another meme. So the two memes get merged and they become meme. Again, the same thing occurs here on meme.
Okay.
Alif is simple, right? Alif,
Yeah.
lam. Now after lam, there is another meme. So they get shadda. Now when they get shadda, then we stretch it for 6 counts. So this was for lam, right? Alif lam meme. There is another rule here where uh meme has gunna, because whenever meme has a shadda, meme will have a gunna. So a simple gunna is the nasal sound for 2 counts, right? Gunna is the nasal sound for 2 counts. Now this
Okay.
was the condition. This was the condition of maddul lazim. Maddul lazim means a mandatory mad, mandatory for 6 counts.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Just a second, huh? Here's the screenshot. Now, in ayat number 2, Tilka ayatul kitabil hakim. Hakim. Okay, not hakim. Right? Ha. From the middle of the throat. Your pronunciation was correct. There is no specific rule here. Hudan wa rahmatan lil muhsinin. Here we have 2 rules. The first rule is about idgham ma'al gunnah. إدغام مع الغنة. You merge with nasal sound. This is the meaning of إدغام with غنة. إدغام مع الغنة. Right? You merge with the nasal sound. So when does it apply? Whenever a tanween, if you have written, I can move ahead, and I'll also send you the recording of this, okay? So you can watch this lesson later.
Okay.
So here we have got hudaw, hudaw. Why? Not hudan wa rahmatan. Okay? Hudan wa rahmatal. Why? We merge the letters together because we have a tanween on dal fathatain, right? Followed by a wow. So whenever a tanween or a fathatain is followed by one of the 4 letters, ya, wow, mim, noon, whenever a tanween is followed by these 4 letters, what we do, we merge them together with a gunna. This merging is called idgham al gunna.
Okay.
Then the other rule here is the rule of idgham baghair gunna. Now this is also a merging. Tal, 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 right? Not tan. Some people make this mistake and they say tan, hudan wa rahmatan lil muhsinin. It's not correct because the name of this rule is merge without nasal sound. Idgham baghair gunna. Merge without nasal. So when does this rule apply? This rule applies after a tanween. Rahmatal. Why? Because ta fathatain was tan, tan, followed by the letter lam. So if it is either the letter lam or the letter ra, either on the letter lam or on the letter ra, a tanween which is followed by lam or ra, there we apply the idgham bighair gunna. So the gunna goes. The letter directly connects to the next letter. Ta lam fatha tal. Ta lam fatha tal. And then lil. So the first rule in the red color is about idgham ma'al gunna. When a tanween is followed by one of these four letters on the top, ya, waw, mim, noon, any one of them, then what we do, we merge them together. On the other hand, whenever the tanween is followed by lam or ra, then what we do, we merge them completely without the nasalization. This is also called idgham kamil. Okay, next ayat number 4. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم الذين يقيمون الصلاة ويؤتون الزكاة وهم بالآخرة هم يوقنون. Here we've got hum mim sakina. So the name of this rule is ikhfa mim sakina. Ikhfa mim sakina. You've got a mim sakina which is followed by the letter ba. This is called ikhfa mim sakina. So whenever a mim sakina is followed by the letter ba, what you do is you nasalize that sound. وهم بالآخرة. Only one rule in this ayat. The most compulsory rule in tajweed is about the makharij, okay? So there is no bigger rule than the makharij, right? But now we are discussing about the secondary rules of tajweed.
Yeah.
Now, ulaika, this madda, you remember what we call it?
Mad lazim.
No, mad lazim was the previous one. Now this is different. This is called mad muttasil. Muttasil. I will write it. Muttasil. Muttasil means joining mad. Right? This is the meaning of muttasil. Joining the mad that joins to the next letter. And what's the next letter? It's always a hamza. It's always a hamza. So whenever you have the mad sign followed by a hamza, then that mad is mad muttasil. The count for mad muttasil is 4 counts. 4 or 5 counts. Either 4 or even longer, 5 counts is also okay. But less than that is not okay. Then
Okay.
we have the next rule. You see here again we have the rule of, can you tell me? Idgham,
وغير غنى.
idgham ma'al gunna. Idgham ma'al gunna. In hudam. In hudam. Hudam. Right?
Okay.
Idgham ma'al gunna. And right after that we have that rule that you were talking about. Idgham
وغير
bighair.
غنى.
Mir rabbihim. Mir. What is mir? Mir is not a letter, but we make a sound of mir, merging them together. So this rule is idgham بغير غنة. We have learnt about the shara'it, about the uh, what is idgham and what is idgham ma'al ghunna and what is idgham بغير ghunna. So we'll not discuss it again. مدمر ربهم. So there are two idghams together. Like the first one, idgham ma'al ghunna. The second one, idgham بغير ghunna. And then again we have the madda. Which madda is it, Sahra?
مد متصل.
Santi, how do you recognize that it is muttasil, not lazim?
Because there's a hamza right after the mad.
Ahsant, mashallah. There is a hamza after the mad. Mashallah. Correct. So once you understood a rule, it will apply throughout the Quran. Okay. Now in the next ayat here we have got وَمِنَن أَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ. We have only three rules here. The first one is this gunna, simple gunna for two counts. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ. Now, here we have got a new rule. But let's before this, let's take the old ones all at the same time. So here we have got ulaika, the same mad muttasil, right? Mad muttasil, and then adhabum muhin, idgham ma'al gunna, right?
Yeah.
Now here we have got another rule which is called the rule of ikhfa noon sakina. Noon sakina. The noon sakina gets hidden. So you say an sabilillahi and you don't say an sabilillahi, right?
Okay.
This nasal sound is called ikhfa, but this is a lower side nasal sound. So the sound is nasal, but it is on the lower side. An sabilillahi. So you smile the whole. You recite this thing, so you smile and recite. An sabilillahi. Some people make a mistake of saying "Aw sabilillahi." That's not correct. The ikhfa has to be towards the lower side, towards the lower palate, not towards the nose. Yes, the next ayat number 7. Okay, I'll finish it fast. Try to finish it fast. وَإِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِ آيَاتُنَا وَلَّى مُسْتَكْبِرًا وَلَّى مُسْتَكْبِرًا. Again, the rule of. Can you tell me?
Um.
إخفاء.
Ah.
إخفاء. And the other rule?
Um.
إدغام بغير غنة. Now here we have got another rule, which is the rule of. Okay, you can tell me this rule.
Um. قلقلة.
القلا أحسنت. قاف ساكنة. قاف ساكنة. طا ساكنة. با ساكنة. جيم ساكنة. دال ساكنة. What you do? You rebound the sound. Qalqala is the rebound.
Okay.
Now again here we have got three gunnas in a line. Innalladina. Jannatun Naeem. All of these are simple gunnas. Hold the nasal sound, nasalized noon for two counts. Will not send this. Okay. So in this ayat, there are no rules. Only the rules of stopping are there. So you have to stop on ta, right? Stop signs. Yeah. So in this one, again we have got three times ikhfa. If I'm right, no, for amadin tarawnaha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم خلق السماوات بغير عمد ترونها وألقى في الأرض رواسي أن تميد بكم وبث فيها من كل دابة وأنزلنا من السماء ماء فأنبتنا فيها من كل زوج كريم. All these are ikhfas. The three maddas are mad. These two are mad muttasil. That one is mad lazim. Dabba. So complete six counts for this mad lazim. من كل دابة. Have to practice this, okay? I have to stretch at the end. I have to be ready. Or the second way, the other way to do it is you do it till rawasi. Uh, yeah. So you begin with خلق السماوات بغير عمد ترونها وألقى في الأرض رواسي أن تميد بكم وبث فيها من كل دابة. And take a break. When you have the thaw sign, take a break of 3, 4, 5 seconds. It's okay. It's better to take a break. Hmm? And then, inshallah, you can carry on. So all these underlined in blue color are ikhfas. All the boxes are maddas. And then we have got another rule here, which is called iqlab. So when we say فَأَمْبَتْنَا أَمْبَتْنَا, here this is iqlab. What is iqlab? Swapping a noon with a meme. Changing a noon with a meme. It is written noon here, but on the top it's written a little meme, like you read the meme, not the noon.
Okay.
Change a noon, change a noon with a meme. The word iqlab actually means change, to change it, swap it. Right?
Yeah.
صلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. I hope you understood the lesson perfectly, inshallah. I'm sending you the recording. You can note down all the names of the rules, right?
Okay.
And if you don't remember the name of the rule, it's okay. It's the actual thing is to apply it all the time, right? To
Okay.
read and recite the Quran correctly is the actual thing. Even if you don't know the name of the rule, right? If you are doing an idgham correctly, even if you don't know it's an idgham, you can do it correctly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See you next